Charleston White, man. What's up?
What's up with it, man?
Nothing much, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Yeah. How's the comedy tour going?
I done sold out every show thus far. So I've been doing it since October. BET weekend. That was my first show. First time ever standing on stage doing stand-up comedy. Sold out crowd. I got paid $10,000 my first show. So it's been doing good. I think this is my next show that's coming up will be like my 11th show. So I'm doing pretty good, man.
Yeah. Were you caught by surprise, like with the success of the shows?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Because if anybody been watching me for a while, in the beginning, I never wanted to be funny, and if you would make a laughing face while I was doing a video, I would cuss you out. Say, who that laughing? Nigga, I ain't saying nothing funny, bitch ass nigga. So I would be insulted by people laughing at the things that I was using, my topics online. So the people, the internet tricked me into becoming a comedian. They would say things like, look at his eye. He look like Cat Williams. That's Rat Williams. So rather than me being insulted by that, I took that and made Rat Williams my internet character. The internet made this. Yeah, so they gave me the name and they gave me the direction. So I gave the people what they want. At first I came to the internet and I was speaking like Dr. King. Mm-hmm. I gradually started evolving to speaking kind of like Malcolm. I even started wearing bow ties. At one point in time I would never curse on the internet. Because I was working so heavily doing youth advocacy. There was a time I wouldn't dare smoke weed publicly and let nobody see that I smoked weed. I didn't want nobody to know that. I became what the people wanted. I became what has the most influence in the world, which is a hip-hop image. That's not necessarily a rap image, because the rappers are really mimicking street niggas. Rappers didn't wear gold teeth. Street niggas in the South wore gold teeth. But before street niggas in the South wore gold teeth, free niggas wore gold teeth. That's how you identified a free nigga.
Really?
Learn your history. That's why all of our elders in the South got open-faced goals. That's how blacks used to identify who was a free nigga. Nigga with a gold in his mouth. Slave nigga, poor nigga couldn't put a gold in his mouth and suck his teeth. So the culture took that and made it like rappers put golds in their mouth. Long before rappers started wearing rings and chains, the players in the streets wore it. So if you go back and look at the rappers back in the day, they was mimicking the street niggas from the paid in full era. Mm-hmm. So our kids think the rappers, everybody mimicking the rappers mimicking street niggas. So I came to the internet, I came as Charleston White, a frustrated community activist who came to the internet to voice his frustrations about what he see, what he worked with in the community. The internet didn't want a serious guy. The internet don't want Farrakhan on the internet. They want the bullshit. Mm-hmm. So I gave these people exactly what they wanted. A funny motherfucking nigga that talk and look like what they admire and idolize. Except I don't come to be admired and idolized. I just come to be effective.
Yeah. It spreads quicker, like the bullshit spreads quicker than the positive.
That's why we don't see Atlanta housewives going to church. That's why we don't see the love and hip hop cast interacting with their children, having family time with their children. We see the motherfuckers throwing drinks on each other. So the bullshit is what the people want to see. Sooner or later they're gonna start wanting to see people get killed. We just hadn't got there yet. But we're fascinated with seeing people die. We just don't want to see it happen live yet. So in about 15 or 20 years, they're going to start making it where we can see live executions, and we're going to love it.
They just had an execution in Missouri.
Yeah.
Of a guy. He was in there for a long time. But has anybody ever like try to confront you at one of your shows about something you said online?
No. I just left Minnesota, and it was a guy. He was playing like he was mad about what I said about George Floyd, but I didn't see him. I didn't see him at that police officer house confronting them police about killing George Floyd. Most people are just mad online. right? By the time I come to your city and have a show, you done got into it with your baby mama. She might done put you out. Your probation officer might be fucking with you. Supervisor on your job might be kicking your ass. By the time you run across me, man, you ain't got time to fuck with me about what I done said on the internet that has no effect on your life.
You would think like most like the rappers and stuff you go at, they would come to your
They
shows.
don't want to die.
But you posting the dates and stuff.
They don't want to die. I keep armed security. I keep a gun. I'm not a felony. These niggas have ran my record and see that I have no felony convictions on my record whatsoever. I can legally carry a gun. They don't want to die. Most people pick their victims off their victims being weaker. They look for people that look like victims. I don't look like a victim. What makes me more dangerous than your street guy? I know how to fight. I'll shoot. But I call the police and they won't. They want to trick me into coming over here where I lose by the rules that they lose by. I play to win in every game, in every situation I'm in, homie. So if I know you won't call the police, I will. If I shoot you, I still call the police. Hey, I just shot somebody. Hey, I just shot somebody.
I mean, that's how you're supposed to do it.
That's what I thought.
It's a legal way anyway, you know what I'm saying?
So
if you're doing it the legal way.
I was always told, and I used to think this was a cliche, when you know better, you do better. Obviously, black people don't know better. That's why we're not doing better. It ain't got nothing to do with white supremacy. It ain't got nothing to do with institutional racism. It's that when you know better, you do better. If I know this a trap, why will I go into the trap and sell drugs and rap about being in the trap? It's a trap. If I know, if I go into the court system, they're going to treat me a certain kind of way because I'm black. Why would I get in trouble and leave myself at the mercy of the court system? If I know the child support system is not fair to black men, why would I make a bastard baby? Only people who are affected by the child support system are people who make bastard babies. What's a bastard baby? Having a baby out of wedlock. I did not produce no children outside of wedlock, so I've never had to deal with the Attorney General's office. When we went through divorce court, the Attorney General's office can't come get in this court. They have no jurisdiction over me and my wife, my divorced wife and my kids. But a nigga who make bastard babies, the Attorney General office oversees him and his children. See the difference? Mm. When you know better, you do better.
Sure.
Come on now.
Now, have you ever been to St. Louis before?
Never in my life.
Yeah.
But I got a partner named Ed Crow from St. Louis, man. Love him to death.
I know you're supposed to come there for your show. You know, it was scheduled on the 22nd, but ended up changing the dates. St. Louis is ranked, is usually ranked in the recent years as one of the top 3 dangerous cities.
St. Louis and East St. Louis, the war between the two keeps the violence and the statistical data up there pretty high for violent crime. I done seen the statistics.
Yeah. With that being said, people, some people, that's kind of like a trophy in a sense. Do you think those type of statistic data, whatever, kind of makes the criminals want to go a little harder just to reach that?
No. Most guys aren't real killers. Let's just say this. The average nigga committing murder, he done killed somebody. He's not a killer. Most of these guys are emotionally responsive black men who can't deal with hurt, who can't think past anger. So they become like children and become impulsive because you made them feel uncomfortable or you hurt their feelings. And they get angry because they don't know how to deal with hurt. They don't know how to process hurt. Their mothers used to tell him, "Shut up, boy, quit crying." And she never talked to him about why she whooped him. He never had a voice in his household. Mama hollered at him, "Shut your goddamn ass up! Sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere!" He never got to express himself as a kid. So he learned to use anger as a smokescreen. Most of the niggas who killing somebody, killing their mother or their father in spirit and in mind. It's called displaced anger. Half these niggas, if they took anger management classes and had some follow-up treatment to deal with their anger from their childhood trauma, they wouldn't hurt nobody but themselves. They'll get high all day. But since they ain't got no therapy and they ain't got no treatment, and these niggas hadn't had no help, they hadn't been able to process no trauma that they gone through in their life. So hurt people. These niggas ain't trying to get no trophy. Because don't none of these niggas want to go to jail. When they go to jail, them niggas be trying to get out like a motherfucker. When them niggas go to jail, they go to popping Percocets trying to get high in jail. So what's going to happen when you go to getting high on them Percocets in jail? At some point, you get horny too, don't you? These niggas passing Percocets in jail, homie. They getting high in jail, nigga. Smoking weed, doing everything in jail that we do out here. At some point, you get horny. So what drugs does, it lowers your inhibition to make right choices and decisions. So at some point, nigga, your nature gonna take over while you high. You gonna wanna fuck a boy while you getting high. You can't think clearly. You can't fight your nature high in jail. But don't nobody want to talk about that, though.
I seen the video you talking about that. You say,
They tell all prison stories except who they buddies fucking. Because who you think fucking in prison? It ain't the punks fucking. It's the punks getting fucked. It's the G niggas, the goddamn gangster niggas, the badass niggas in jail fucking. And when they come home and stick their chests out, they don't never tell us how much they was fucking in there. We know you were fucking. Because when you know better, you do better. As a man that has a connection to God and understand the design of a male and female's makeup, God created a man to be a intellectual analyzing being. That's why he's a hunter. That's why he's the head, he's the protector, he's the provider. He's not an emotional being, because if you got to hunt and go out there in the darkness, there wasn't no street lights back when God created man. Wasn't no street lights. So when it got dark, you still got to stay out here and hunt. You can't go back home without nothing. You can't let your fear rule you. Those are your emotions. You thinking, you know, I got to feed this family, so I got to think past my fear and be courageous and kill whatever I got to kill and bring this meat back to the house. So the woman back at the house, she's a nurturer. She got to instill love and care and compassion into the baby. So she's all into her feelings. You really think for her. She feels for you. So you separate that. You ain't got a woman to feel for you. You end up feeling all your feelings and being with these niggas here. Weak, emotionally responsive black males who can't think past their feelings. So God give a man two desires. His two strongest desires is his desire to eat food and his desire to have sex. Every nigga who wake up in the morning and go to work, he going to work for the food as well as the sex, because he wants this car that he drives to attract a woman. He wants the clothes. He ain't wearing any clothes for a nigga. He don't get his hair cut for a nigga. So those are your two strongest desires that really drives a man. His desire to wake up in the morning and eat him some food and fuck throughout the day. That's why niggas struggle with that. At some point, those natural desires are replaced with aspirations, goals, discipline, willpower, as you grow into your manhood. So here you are, you going to prison. And you in prison when you're your youngest, 17, 18, 19, 20, with all that testosterone. Nigga dick be hard for nothing at them ages. You go into prison from 17 to 35 to 40, and you done had to suppress those natural desires. How did you do it, guys? How? Y'all talk about everything else. How you beat up niggas, how you walking. How did you suppress those natural God-given desires not to fuck? Because everybody don't get to fuck prison guards. What did you do? Let's talk about that. So we need people with platforms to start poking these niggas. Did you ever think about it? Watch now, I ain't never thought. You mean to tell me you been in prison, you never thought about fucking a man? And they got some men that got women for seeks in prison. We need to press these niggas, homie. And so that's what I come to do. Shake this shit up, nigga. I'm kind of like the Holy Spirit. I just come to convict. My words convict people, homie. They don't hurt people, they convict people. That's why people want to respond with anger. I mean, I want to hurt that nigga. If I was telling, nobody wants to slap a liar. Everybody wants the truth teller to shut up. Liars and people who make up shit is dismissed. I haven't been dismissed yet.
I seen what's his name, OG Percy.
Yeah. He don't have a car, by the way. I want everybody to know OG Percy, 52, 53 years old at his mama house with no car on everybody's channel. And I can go to the car right now and get you a bag full of money.
Yeah. I seen him talking about what you just kind of speaking about, like, you know, like man being in jail.
They said he had a boy in there. He worked for the captain. They said he worked for a gay white captain on Ferguson. And if you're a real G nigga, you don't get jobs working on Ferguson. No G nigga that proclaimed to be what OG Percy was can get a job in prison. No. But you come out here and tell y'all anything. I work for the cap. No, not if you what you saying you was, nigga.
That's a whole. They said that's privileges then, huh?
Come on, homie. The white boy ain't finna come get no G nigga and make him let them work for the captain. They don't do that. Cause most G niggas in lockup. Maximum and medium security. They ain't out fucking with Captain them. Cause at some point Captain wants some information. And you ain't finna come work for Captain and you ain't getting Captain no information. That go from a slave overseer nigga to the trustee at the jailhouse.
House niggas.
They call them trustees now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you this. I know you familiar with like drill music.
Yeah, I just got familiar with it about 3 years ago.
In St. Louis, it had this thing called high speed music. It's kind of like it's kind of got the elements of drill music, but it's more so about, you know, the selling drugs, and the highlight of it is high speed, getting away from police and things like that. It's, you know, starting to get his big buzz. I know Say Cheese kind of posted about it on his channel here and there, on his platform here and there. Do you think something like that could be just as impactful as drill music to the?
No. Just selling drugs and running from the police. Nah, that's gonna stay in St. Louis. It's just like the Kill Boys ain't went nowhere, but what the Kill Boys do. Ain't nobody down here kid running where we kill. Because it's stupid. Who hustle and want to run from the police? How they make, these must be middle school, elementary school kids writing the lyric. We go hustle, sell dope, and run from the police. Well, you ain't gonna have money long. Why do you even want to get the police attention while you hustling? Go to speed limit, put your seatbelt on, nigga, have your license, your insurance, don't smoke weed in the car, none of that. What happened to those rules? What happened to those rules, young brothers? That's why you niggas ain't thriving. That's why you niggas ain't that's why y'all don't have no direction. Somebody either misguiding this group or this group will perish. And the kids up under them will be the next great black people. These are the rotten apples of black people that have to die off. There's nothing that God can do with those 30 and under. And I'm telling you, I fuck with these niggas. They don't know how to pray. What's gonna happen, nigga, when that white boy get one of them and put them on 23-hour lockdown? Well, who he gonna call out to? They don't know a God. They can't recite no scriptures. They don't know our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom. I knew that as a kid, nigga. Having suicidal thoughts on 24-hour lockdown. Kicking on the door. My nigga hung himself. He couldn't take it.
You was young when you went in.
We were babies, homie.
Yeah.
But we were playing gangster. Listening to this shit you just telling me, hustling and running from the police. We didn't give a damn about getting no money. We throw rocks at the police, take out running, somebody going to jail. Didn't get $9. Steal a car, see the police, hit the gas, and didn't get not $1. So, homie, this is the generation of kids. They going to hell. They don't have no connection to God. This the scariest group of black people I ever seen because they don't know God, huh? They got the Hebrews, they got everybody telling them about a God, and can't nobody show them what God looked like in the manifestations of a human. Grandmama coming down to the court, standing up in court, saying to the judge, Yana, and the judge seeing your grandmama's God, nigga, and giving you favor because of your grandmama. Your mama coming down to the prison, and the prison people seeing your mama pray with you before y'all leave visitation, and they treating you different because of your mama. They know you a bullshit. You see what they don't have this. Our black kids don't have no protection. Nigga don't even have nobody standing in the gap for them and God. They just on their own, nigga.
Finding their way out.
Homie, they listen. They have to go to jail and they have to die because it ain't nothing God can do with them. Why you think it's so many young people dying today? We ain't never seen this before. We ain't never seen young. They have to because it ain't nothing God can do with these hearts of young people because of the fruit that they come from. The seed and the fruit is all the same. Sit your ugly ass down. Some of these little niggas ain't never had a hug from Big Mama. They grandmama said, I'm too young to be a goddamn grandmama. Call me mama. Don't call me grandmama. Grandmama don't even want these young bitches don't even want to be called grandmama.
Nah, real shit.
So, nigga, you can't just go up and lay your head on the chip. Boy, what the fuck you want? Boy, I'm taking you goddamn kid. I'll be happy your mama come get you. They being rejected like straight off. Get away from her. Get. Nobody's hugging and nurturing and breathing life into these little black motherfuckers, homie. So, this is what I'm saying. Get out the way of God. Go get the ones that ain't got no problems. The ones with the problems. If you let them get 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 with that anger and that hate and it reaches their body size, they'll hurt you for trying to correct them. They'll hurt you for trying to correct them.
Real shit.
That's scripture. Fools hate to be corrected. Say, pull your pants up, little homie. Fuck you talking to me for? Say, come on, homie. Fools hate to be corrected. So that's why we're seeing so many young people. If children mimic what they see and repeat what they hear. So if you want to look at black children and look at the problem of black children, go look at the black social media platforms and see what the adult black people are doing on the social media platform. And then you'll see why the black children are the way they are. They are mimicking the same behaviors. We just not killing one another, but we killing one another's souls and spirits on these lines and apps. Social media platform.
You know, in like today's generation, with the youth coming up, they get their influence from, like you said, like social media.
They mamas, they daddy, they hear their mamas
the
say,
rappers,
bitch,
all
fuck
that
you,
shit.
bitch, this old bitch ass nigga. They mamas hear they hear their mamas talking like
That's
that.
That's the first.
Come on now.
That's the first. Do you
That's why the teachers can't teach. If the teachers can say Charleston, sit your long head ass down somewhere, boy, before I send your motherfucking ass to the principal's office. Boy, if the teachers could talk like that, say, open them goddamn, boy, shut your motherfucking ass up, little stupid ass. Say, get out my goddamn classroom, nigga. They could, boy, kids would be great in school. Because that's how you got to teach these motherfuckers. Say, boy, if you don't sit your ass, boy, you a punk. No, so the fuck you doing hanging on touching that nigga, man? Quit, boys don't touch each other all the time. Nigga, that's what motherfuckers do. Sit your ass down somewhere, boy. Homie, you'll get a better response out of it. And then come back and talk to them in another way. And build them up. Say, look, come on, man, don't be doing that, my nigga. Come here, let me talk to you. But nigga, when you got to chasten him, you got to chasten these motherfuckers. Because these are the generation that'll kill their mamas. These is the little boys that beat up their sisters. These is the little boys that jump on granny when they get granny height. These the little boys when they 7, 8 years, 9, they ball their fists up and huff and puff and look at their mama like they want to hit her. And just when they get big enough, they go do it.
Yeah, I wish my son would.
Say, homie, they'll beat this is the generation that beat up their uncles. This is the generation that beat up their daddies, their granddaddies. This is the generation that hurt everything in their family. And to come outside and hurt everything outside. So that's why I say when you catch these young niggas now, they need 30, 40 years. White boy ain't doing nothing wrong. Getting these niggas the time they getting these niggas. You see how it helped their daddies now. All these old niggas talking this gangster shit about how they was. They ain't killed nobody though. They talking gangster, but they ain't hurt nobody. All the old killers was put away for so long. Now they on the internet talking gangster, but they ain't living gangster. So that's what we need to do with these young boys. Lock they motherfucking ass up with some new motherfucking crime bills. We need a new crime bill like the crack mask. We need some 3-strike motherfucking laws. And watch how this shit get right.
You don't think like the media has a part in that? Like no, they pushing like an agenda or
the
something?
Media ain't got nothing to do with what's in black people's hearts today. The white man, whoever this white ghost is called white supremacy, didn't have nothing to do with your mama and daddy when your daddy got caught fucking your mama's sister. Your daddy was going to the strip club, making it rain on them hoes, buying pussy, coming home and the lights were getting cut off. You think the white man had something to do with that? You think the white man got something to do with your desires and your pleasures and your vices and your demons?
Like I'm saying, like propaganda.
No, the propaganda come from what you get. Your value system come from your home, not the television.
Right. Can't argue with
If
you
my
about that.
mama heard cussing, hey, y'all better cut that mess off. What is that? And she coming in there listening. What is that mess y'all listening to? Who is that in my driveway? Who is that little boy there, son? Where he from? Who is his mama? What your mama do?
You don't have that.
That's what my mama. Who is that? Hey, what's that noise in there? Nothing gets by mama. What's that noise in there? Hey, why y'all kids so quiet in there? Open that door. Don't no kids close no door in no house. You got to check it. Every 24/7. You can't take a break when you got kids, nigga. Why you breaking every evil, every dark, every demonic, everything wrong is trying to grab your kid. Mm-hmm. Why you taking a break saying I'm tired?
Yeah, so nowadays, you know, people they give their kids the phones. Here,
come on,
the phone.
So when your kid can spell transsexual, what happened when he type in transsexual? When he start getting horny and want to see what gay sex look like, and it stimulate him. Because he got a phone and nobody can govern what he can spell in this phone. Mm-hmm. You ain't gave him a book. You didn't give him a lawnmower. You didn't give him a drill gun. You didn't give him a screwdriver. You didn't give him a hammer. You gave him a phone from the earliest time that he can begin to communicate.
That's why they
And this ain't got nothing to do. This ain't got nothing to do with the media. This got everything to do with your parenting and what you do in the nurturing and the development of your child from the time he come home from the hospital.
Do you think it'll ever be like another like a Malcolm X or a Martin King in this modern time?
No. J. Edgar Hoover already said that there will never be another black messiah in this country unless we create him. It'll never be another black messiah in the United States of America unless we create him, is what J. Edgar Hoover said. All these niggas scared of the feds. Nigga, they got Jeff Fort. They got H. Rap Brown.
Fred Ham.
They got, no. They killed them.
Yeah. I'm saying, yeah.
So if they don't kill you, where you going? To the feds. They got Larry Hoover. Once Larry Hoover started changing gangster disciples to growth and development, that's when they went and rearrested him and gave him 6 life sentences. When he started changing where he could mask. Geronimo Pratt, homie, was a decorated war hero who began mobilizing black youth. Same with this nigga from the NFAC, Not Fucking Around Coalition. All them black people y'all saw marching with the guns 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Went to the KKK and did a rally in front of the KKK. They went and got the leader and put his ass in the feds. Y'all don't see them niggas no more. They quiet. They were loud at first.
They put their fur in them.
What? Toby? At first they were hollering Kunta Kinte. When that white boy grabbed you and hit you with that first lashing, Kunta didn't holler Toby. Kunta Kinte! What's your name, boy? Kunta. Okay.
You word them down.
What's your name, boy? Kunta. What's your name, nigga? It's Toby. What's your name? I didn't hear you. Why everybody sit and watch? It's Toby. 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 He was Toby from that point on. So when you see a nigga like Whack 100, you see a nigga like Big U, you see a nigga like Jay-Z, you see Tyler Perry, you see Oprah Winfrey, they said there'll never be another black messiah unless they created, my nigga. They done gave us all these niggas. We didn't pick these people.
What about Kanye West? Think he
we didn't pick Kanye.
But you think he got a chance to be like the black messiah?
How he gonna be a fucking black messiah, nigga? He got a white wife. How he gonna leave my mother, my grandmother, them with a white wife? He didn't just make babies. He got a white wife. Who he gonna lead?
He just got married again, supposedly.
Who he gonna lead? How he gonna be a Messiah? The Messiah can't have no wife, nigga. The Messiah ain't got no bitch. He ain't got time to be tied to his family. No Messiah before us had wife, kids, and children. So stop looking for these niggas with wife. That's why I tell nigga, I ain't no motherfucking Messiah, nigga. I ain't none of that shit, nigga. I like pussy. The Messiah ain't gonna really like her for pussy too much. We looking at the wrong people to lead us. A Messiah is a hoe. Fuck a bunch of bitches. Run through a lot of these hoes, women. Make babies he don't even take care of. But don't nobody speak on it. Because he the Messiah. So when you know better, you do better, homie. And can't no man, man. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I know what I know. You can't convince me, you can't persuade me. I know what I know. I'm willing to die, kill, and go to jail. Homie, I just got out of jail this morning from last night. I won't stop riding with weed and guns. It's my belief that I can smoke weed and get high and keep my gun with me. And I won't stop it. And I keep going to jail for it. I'm willing to die, kill, and go to jail for my belief system. These niggas not. That's why it's nothing but threats on my life. Because if these niggas really, I would have been dead. I would have been dead. They don't really believe what they say they believe. Because I would have been dead.
That's real. I seen a video you were talking about, an interview you did. You were talking about Martin Luther King. Said this, I had a dream speech ruined black people. Why would you say that?
No. I never said I said I have a dream speech was an impromptu speech. That was his dream. Mm-hmm. His dream ruined black people.
His dream, I'm sorry.
Not the speech. It was his dream to hold hands with white bitches and white people. That was his dream because his grandmother told him he couldn't play with the white friend that he had. The black people before him didn't have a dream about holding hands and laying with white people, and they was way more vibrant. Their families was way more intact before this little boy, Martin Luther King, came along and convinced the youth that this is a better way. To go get hit upside the head just to eat at white folks' lunch counter. Fucking wrong with y'all, man. Nigga, ain't nothing worth that. Being spit on. Just to go sit at theirs? Only to lose ours?
I was just going to ask, do you think that kind of hurt like the black economic?
Dr. King said it himself, homie. Right before his passing. Mm-hmm. He told Harry Belafonte, I think I've led my people into a burning building. See, what happened was, if you studied the civil rights movement, initially, in the beginning, the forefront of the movement was equal rights and equal protection under the law. Meaning we got all these black businesses. Y'all can't come over here and burn us down. We can't burn y'all down. We can create our own court system and y'all honor our court system just like Atlanta got a city with all black judges and all. So that's what the equal protection and equal rights was. The bullshit came in with integration. Who give a fuck about Jim Crow signs saying no colors allowed? Okay, I don't want to eat over there no way. I don't eat white folks cooking. I ain't met a white motherfucker that can cook to my taste bud. Every white restaurant I go to, I complain. Man, I bring my own seasoning. So I don't want to eat at white people's restaurant. I just want to fuck white hoes. And niggas was fucking white hoes during slavery. That's it. Niggas just want to fuck white bitches. That's it. Niggas don't want to make babies with them. And yeah, that's it. Have white buddies you can drink with, fuck their sisters, and that's it.
And I'm going to ask you this. I know you speak a lot about like where you made a claim that you raped white women. Is that something that you actually did?
It's something I want to do, and it's something I've been dreaming about doing all my life. I studied one of the Black Panther Party members by the name of Eldridge Cleaver. And that's what they did. He went out raping like a motherfucker in the name of retribution. I know when war come, nigga, we go get to rape too. So have I ever raped a white woman? No. I fantasize about it, I dream about it, and I talk about it, and I wish I could. Because they raped our women. They didn't just rape our women, they raped our fathers, the boys in front of the fathers. And what they did to Bill Cosby, I vowed to say I'm going to be the first nigga in America to brag about raping white hoes. And that's what I came to the internet to do, homie. Now, we done ran trains on a lot of white bitches. That's where I get my rape from. See, this how we would do white hoes. From the 6th grade. She just like one of us, but she go fuck all of us. What's gonna happen is nigga go leave the door open, and we coming in there while they fucking, and she go be saying, no, what y'all doing? The nigga fucking go be saying, come on, man, just let him hit. She said, no, I don't, I just like, nigga, we already got our dick on her head. Nigga touching her titty. She saying no. Because she don't know how to get out of this situation, she just give in. We don't have to hold her down. Most young girls don't know how to get out that situation. I'm in the 6th, 7th, 8th grade. But we got this from listening to 2 Live Crew. Hey, we want some pussy. Me and my homies like to play this game. Some call it Amtrak, but some call it the train. We all will line up in a single file line and take our turns waxing girls behind. Now, this was my favorite part. Every time it get to me, I was shit out of luck because I stick my dick in and it will get stuck. The girl will say stop. I say I'm not. That's enough. I quit. Y'all are busting me out. That was my favorite part because I was a little boy with the grown man dick that the girl said stop on. I'm coming with the grown man dick as a little bitty boy. Putting that grown man dick on them little girl, they saying stop. Nigga, I'm thinking that's because them say just they want it more when you say stop because the little pussy still getting wet. She said, no, stop. But she steady taking that grown man dick. When you grow up and you know better, you look back in life, start examining, look and say, homie, nigga, we were really raping. So now when you grow up and start working with kids, in today's time, took a video of running a train. Took a video of running a train. The boyfriend saw it at school. Girlfriend got embarrassed. Got out of school. Guess what? All 5 of them boys got a rape case. Who they mama called? Mr. Charles. So I have to go as a mitigation specialist, criminal defense mitigation specialist, come to court, swear on the Bible, and explain to these white jurors and these white folks culturally, by way of mitigating factors being presented in court to get this kid time and sentence lessened, if not the charge reduced and dropped. Culturally, we're taught this. Cycle of violence, cycle of rape. It's in the music. It's in the movies. And children mimic what they see and repeat what they hear. So now my delivery might be fucked up the way I say, yeah, I rape white bitches. But I wanted to be the first nigga homie to come to the internet to be brave enough in America to brag about raping white women. I also said I killed the white man. And I say white babies. For a white bitch, kill a white man, kill a white baby. Had a nigga write me a song about it. That was my civil disobedience. I was being uncivilly disobedience. But by way of the Constitution, I was being civilly disobedient by using my First Amendment rights to speech in response and advocating on behalf of Bill Cosby. Nigga, I want to make white folks mad, but niggas got mad. I thought white people would go get mad. Niggas got mad about me hollering about raping white bitches.
That's funny, ain't it?
Yeah, but they left off the fact that I killed the white man. I didn't just say I rape, I said I rape white bitches and white men and white babies too, nigga. The only nigga in America brave enough to stand in front of the camera to say that. I love I'm a bad motherfucker. White boy, I'm Michael Jackson bad. I keep telling you that.
I'm gonna go back to something you were saying earlier about, as far as like this generation lacking slavery. Going back even further with that topic is like back then with the slaves.
Yeah.
They was told they wasn't able to read and write, but yet they was able to get the Bible, read that, or get it read to them. Back then, do you think that was a form of control, even in today's world?
No. However you get to access God, homie, God is still God. The Bible got them out of slavery. And they couldn't read it. It was read to them. Mm-hmm. They didn't get the Bible. They got God's Spirit. The Bible says Father, Son, Holy Spirit. So when I look at the Muslims don't get the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is the direct extension of God's spirit in man's body. So the Son had God's spirit first. The Son came down to deliver the spirit, not save nobody. The people made him a savior. The people made him a savior. He wasn't no savior. He came to deliver the spirit that nobody had access to. Once he come deliver the spirit, everybody else got the indoctrinations. Right? So let's look at this. The slave couldn't read or write, so they never got to be indoctrinated. They got the spirit of God.
I say for it's like the slavery because they read it to them, they read only certain passages.
Well,
just
like I haven't read the whole Bible. Your preacher only reads certain passages. Minister Farrakhan only say certain passages. They don't preach the whole Quran. They don't preach the whole Bible. They pick out the one that's gonna move you. No different than a slave master. But even in the process of them doing that, your mama, your grandmama, me, we find the spirit of God by this false prophet. Because for one, he's tapping into God by playing with the word. So it's going to bring God to the forefront whether he playing or not. The people ain't playing. The people that's being received, they not playing with it. So God takes the bad and make it good. All things work for the good of those that love God, is called according to it. So God takes all bad and make it good and use it for his glory and all of that, right? So the slave master telling me about God. I can't read this shit. Them people had good spirits, homie. They didn't have the doctrinated words of God. Them people loved one another. They were so loving, they never killed the masters. That's God. That's God and people. They always fought for what's right. That was God and people. We come from the people who had God in them. Not the people who was holding the book that didn't have God. The people that didn't have God had the book. Doing the people who had God bad.
They felt that spirit.
Come on now. So check game. We inherit the spirit until we start reading these goddamn books. Now we so goddamn smart and educated. We know all religious doctrines like the master who was reading a book but didn't have the spirit of God by way of his actions. We know we was Hebrew. We can tell you everything about every religious group, but we don't have the actions. We got the doctrine. That's where the spirit come in at. So all these black people talking about the slaves had the spirit of God. We got the doctrine. We got the knowledge. We got the information, but we don't have that spirit. It was the spirit that raised Christ from the dead. Christ just didn't get up on his own, if you believe the story. It was the spirit. He that is in me that gave him the power to do all things. Christ himself was powerless without that spirit. He came to deliver the spirit so we can access the spirit. That's why I say fuck the book, because even in the book says that the spirit will write God's word and scriptures upon your heart. The spirit will do that. The spirit is what make you feel guilty when you tell a lie, not the book. So we are trying to find God's spirit in text and indoctrination that's been switched up, and that's only given to you when man want to give it to you. So I'm saying push the book away, nigga, and look for the spirit of God that you can access without no book. That's what the slaves had. You see what they was able to do? So with just the spirit of God and no book, no literacy, being uneducated, they were able to get out of freedom, get their freedom. Not only that, they was able to build vibrant black communities like Rosewood in Florida, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Detroit, Michigan, Slocum, Texas, 9th Street, Jones Street, downtown Fort Worth. With the spirit, they never killed one another. They never sought retribution and revenge toward the masters. Here we come. We want to get back at white folk. We telling people what we would have done during slavery. You know why? Because we don't have the spirit. We don't have the spirit of goodness. Not anymore. That's why nobody sympathizes with us. Don't you know, homie, when the slaves decided to start trying to fight for rights, the whole world started fighting for rights? That's what activated the apartheid movement. The American blacks. The Cubans went to fucking with us. We was different spirited people. We not good spirited no more. We're not good natured no more.
Man, you speak so passionate about it, man. I'm ask you this just to clear the air, man. Are you familiar with like Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks?
I ain't never watched this shit. I know about it. But yeah, I'm Uncle Ruckus. I hate niggas.
I'm gonna ask you that, dude. Like,
I do. What good do you see in black people? How you can't hate this? How you can't hate a nigga that'll kill his brother? How you can't hate a nigga that'll disrespect his mama but honor his hood? How can you not hate a nigga that love the dead but nigga disrespect everything living in his life? I hate these people, homie, because they evil. They don't love black people, not these black people. Nigga, I intentionally went and made a baby with a Mexican so I can have mulatto mixed breed children because I didn't want black babies because they're gonna perish in the future. Black children will be casted out. They will be spit on and they will deserve it. Our ancestors didn't deserve it. Our ancestors deserved the freedom that we have today. We deserve the oppression and enslavement that they had. We have forfeited our rights that them people left for us. They left an inheritance of freedom, progression, and prosperity. We forfeited it. So there should be a reset of slavery in America. And I volunteer to go in just to oversee black people. And I'll whip their ass into shape. I'll be just like Stevens. I'll whip black people ass into shape with a whip, nigga. I know what to do to them, boss. Don't forget to tell them about the gun line, boss, because these niggas are wrong. I'm that nigga. And I bet my grandmama can sit on the porch and be safe with a nigga like that in your community, nigga. They not building. Why wouldn't you go against these niggas today? They not building nothing. They destroying every woman they lay with. They disrespect every woman they sleep with, homie. Why you want to be on their side? Why? I don't love nothing about black culture. I'm 46 years old, my nigga. I can't think of nothing in life that black people can be proud of in 46 years. We ain't done one goddamn thing that we can be proud of and say I'm black and I'm proud. Not one thing. Nigga, for the longest I was hollering I was Mexican on the inside. I eat Mexican food, I fuck Mexican. I ain't date black women for 15 years. I hung with Mexicans. I watch how Mexicans bury one another. I watch how Mexicans trust me to come to their house because they know I ain't gonna try to sleep with their woman. The loyalty and respect that I got amongst Mexicans, homie. Nigga, I used to be jealous. Man, my people can't do this. Nigga, I was rooting for Canelo over Mayweather.
I didn't mean to laugh at you.
Man, I'm dead motherfucking serious. Nah, homie, I don't like this shit. I'm ashamed to be a black man. I'm a proud man. But nigga, when we go to grouping together, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed walking down Miami Beach, nigga, and seeing them fine-ass Dominicans, fine-ass white bitches. I look over there at my sisters, they got them big bellies. They get into the goddamn water, they walking around with their weave in their hand because their hair can't get wet. Shame. Shame. Shame, nigga.
Would you say that's like what you're doing now is starting to reach some of the youth? I say that because of the NBA YoungBoy with him shouting out in his song, saying he misled.
Not just NBA YoungBoy, Fredo Bang, he came up to me. The list go on, homie. A lot of them young niggas fuck with me, homie. Mm-hmm. By way of Say Cheese TV. They want to know what's right. You heard what that little nigga NBA boy said, homie, I'm a gangster, but I was misled wrong. I was too, little homie. That's why I'm so angry right now. My nigga, I could have been a lawyer. Nigga, I could have been anything I wanted to be, nigga, but they misled us. With this gangster image, this gangsterism, this power rule, crip, BD, GD fight, they misled us, homie. And then none of them niggas strive to become lawyers and bankers. So, I felt that little nigga pain, man. I said, man, I would too. Nigga, Uncle Wayne fucked me up, homie. Every man, them niggas, man, they taught a nigga wrong. For one, they would tell nigga not to listen to his mama. So, nah, man, only to get in jail to see them niggas listening to the white man, too. Only to go to prison to see these niggas listening to the white man, too.
Yes, sir. No, man.
It wasn't no different, nigga, when Kunta got on that motherfucking slave ship and he saw the warrior who was training them to be warriors. He saw he was submitted to the shit, too. He was broken. Kunta looking at him saying, come on, let's get him. Come on. Nigga, he was hurt, nigga. He was hurt to see the warrior who he believed was like a Superman to be in captive and not fighting. He looking at him saying, just give us a signal, we're gonna do. That's why I say them young niggas got to go to prison. They got to go see their warriors broken and submissive. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this. Just NBA YoungBoy, does he have the potential to be the next Black Messiah? He's still young. You said that he's not focused on no one. He just got married supposedly recently, but
it won't be no more Black Messiahs, homie. Y'all stop looking for them. You're gonna have to be the Messiah. It's gonna be many Messiahs. Black people quit looking for one to lead, and you lead what's following you. Your woman, your children, your mama, your cousin, your next door neighbor who respect you. Stop looking to be, it won't be no more Black Messiahs. They go kill him. You see what they did to this kid? They got him in Utah on a leg monitor. They'll make him disappear.
He has the influence, though.
I wouldn't care. He don't have the power, though. That's the difference. He don't have the power. They don't care about influence because you got an ear. You can't activate nothing. You can't get them people to go storm the Capitol. You can't get them to go storm the Capitol. You can't get them to go get a plane and run into a building. So they don't give a fuck about your influence, nigga. They care about power.
You know, outside of like the lack of a Black leader, another thing that's been impactful on our community is like, of course, like the prison systems and also drugs. And
well, just say this: the prison have been more impactful than having a negative impact than anything. Yeah, prison have been the best thing for Black people since the civil rights legislation. They won't admit it, but I can tell the world, the American prison system has been one of the greatest tools used to preserve Black life and to build strong Black, law-abiding, pro-social Black men. I recommend prison or the military. I don't recommend college. I believe all Black boys coming out of inner city should spend at least 2 years in prison or 4 years in the military. You pick, nigga, but you going to one.
Why though? Why?
For one, it teaches discipline because most Black boys don't have self-discipline. They don't have self-will. They don't have emotional discipline. They don't have any training. They don't have any skills. They can't read. They don't know how to physically strengthen their bodies. And prison and the military teaches all this. Have you seen a nigga when he go to prison? Boy, he be on drugs, strung out. He don't know how to read. Hair be napping. When he come out of prison, he's more clean cut. His body look good. He can speak Arabic. He know all the books of 40 law. He can read every book now. Before then, boy, wasn't interested in read. He know respect now because you're going to learn respect in prison. He try to come home and be a better son to his mama and them. And now he got him a religion, meaning a moral compass to kind of guide him. Mm-hmm. So that's why I recommend it. Prison or the military. And then let a Black boy go on. But he need one of the two from 18 to 25. He got to either be in prison or the military from 18 to 25 or he'll throw his life away.
I was going to say, though, about like drugs.
Yeah.
Like in modern time, well, today's world, you know, the kids coming up, they doing like the Percocets and things like that. And I seen some, I think it was, I think it's Taste 600 from Chicago. He was saying something like, it should be like shameful that people just using Percocet like it was back then with like the crack and the heroin and all that stuff.
He must don't know that wasn't shameful.
Oh. Well, it was recreational at first, right?
He must don't know, nigga. At first, crack was like Percocets. Crack was like syrup. You know how everybody walking around sipping? That's what crack was like when syrup first hit. Everybody was on crack. They the new dope fiends. You ain't got to shame them. Life go shame them. Right now it's cool. Right now it was cool when everybody was blowing power in them clubs and everybody would get high. It was cool then. It was cool to smoke crack when crack was king. It was only shame because we said, your mama a crackhead, and we saw how you were looking. Now you growing up with the same chromosomes, the same genetics that your mother or your father or your grandmother or grandfather had. Those same, you got the same addictive nature. Except for your time, crack was replaced with syrup. Crack was replaced with mollies. Crack was replaced with ecstasy. Crack was replaced with hydrocodones. Crack was replaced with opioids. Y'all the new crackhead, little homie.
I ain't know y'all.
Not you, I'm telling you, whoever the little Tay 600 nigga is. Y'all the pill popping generation is the new crackheads. Homie, nothing is more shameful and ugly than a nigga leaning on syrup.
I can't do it, man. I can't be outside. Nah.
Nothing is more shameful for a nigga who walk around high that don't have clear eyes in his eye. He got bloodshot red eyes. With the droopy face look. Nothing is more shameful than a drunk who look drunk. Nothing is more shameful than a young person getting high, talking about the generation before them getting high. Nigga, you done filled the shoes. You ain't even let your brain fully develop. You niggas popping pills at 22, 21. You niggas are losing brain development. Nigga, you nigga go be thinking 22 at 35. Without the emotional intelligence, nigga, to deal with a woman, because women mature faster than boys. That's why your woman go run circles around you, nigga. She growing in development. You're being stunted in your growth of development. You're becoming mentally retarded. Look it up.
Recently, one of Gucci Mane artists, Big Scar, he supposedly passed, from an overdose.
Yeah.
And it was followed by, after the funeral and everything, his family members, don't know the relationship, but it was said that it was a brother or sister or whatever, came out speaking against Gucci Mane, saying he didn't pay for the funeral and things like that. And his wife ended up presenting receipts to verify that they, in fact, did pay some money towards the funeral.
Why should they have to pay anything? I seen that nigga on a video one time. That nigga had money stacked up and bricks on him. Why would Gucci have to pay for y'all brother funeral? Y'all ain't smart enough to get insurance on a nigga? Why would anybody have to pay for y'all family member funeral? Because he was signing y'all orders. This is a business deal. This ain't personal. I don't get no nigga personal bill if he work for me. He provide his own self with life insurance. The family should be shamed. To have this nigga to sign, made all this money in such a short time. Nobody have to bury me if I die. My mother makes sure she keep the insurance on me. If nothing else, mama gonna make sure the insurance paid. Because I'm her baby. And she know her baby out here. That boy in prison, she go keep the insurance paid on him because anything can happen in prison. Homie, that family looked shameful. It
wasn't the whole family, just two.
The sister and the brother.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, listen, homie, this is what we don't realize. When one person in the family do something, it brings shame to the whole family. If one white get arrested, it brings family to the whole shame to the whole white's name. That's why your granddaddy and your grandfathers and your fathers used to get mad about bringing shame to our name, boy. You out here doing what? You protect your family's name. That's why the Bushes and the Kennedys and the DuPonts and the Hineses and the Hiltons that's why they got to protect we don't protect our family name. Matter of fact, we call our name, we go get an OG name in the streets and take his name and shame our families. But we represent that hood good though.
Real shit.
So nah, homie, they was wrong, man, and kudos to the to Gucci and his wife, man, as well as the label who sent some money over there.
Another thing that's surrounding that, Gucci Man, his original new 1017, the members like Pooh Shiesty, Big Scar, and all them.
That's poor leadership. If you see a guy like Gucci, and I remember the new 1017, Enchanting, she from my city.
Yeah, most of them, like locked up. She probably the only one that's still out.
Well, but she's not putting out no music. You see her taking pictures in hotel rooms. She ain't on stages performing. Imagine the shame it brings to their family. Y'all, come on, man. He ain't putting them in position to be big. He getting their streaming money, if anything. But this is what I'm saying. He done put y'all in position where y'all can put y'allself in position to go further. He done put a light on you. So what you doing with that light? So this is what I'm saying. If I got a bunch of young niggas signed to me, a bunch of young niggas up under me, they ain't gonna crash out because that's a reflection of me and my leadership. So Gucci Man got poor leadership. Man got poor leadership, homie.
You don't think he's just trying to save the troubled youth?
If you trying to save troubled youth, where did you save them at? Because you amplified what they were, troubled youth. You amplified them more. So what happens is money intensifies and amplifies what's inside of you and who you are. If you a nigga that like to fuck and buy pussy, when you hit the lottery, guess what you gonna be doing? Fucking and buying pussy. Whatever you do, homie, money magnifies it and amplifies it. So if I'm gonna go grab a bunch of young niggas, homie, they gonna be in financial literacy classes to learn what to do with all this money. It's gonna be some training around this. I'm gonna help them become better men, homie. They ain't gonna go backwards fucking with me. If I done brought you out the hood, nigga, you done went to jail, I failed. Your mother would feel like that. My mama felt like that, homie. She did it. Man, that woman gave us everything, but she still felt like somewhere she failed. And I'm saying, nah, mom, you did, you had to go to work, mom. So it's only so much you can do with raising us. You had to go to work. And when you came home from work, depending on how hard you worked, you was tired. If you wasn't tired, mama, we was in trouble. So that's wearing you down. You see, nah, man, we was tying her hands. But even still, homie, she still feel like, man, I went wrong. Man, it ain't nothing you could have done right, mama. So, yeah, nah, man, homie, it's leadership. And this is why I say this. Because this is what a real leader does. I watched mama do it. Mama started changing, and everybody started changing. Grandmama, auntie. So when you the leader, and what the leader does, the leader focuses on self-improving themselves. While in the process of self-improving themselves, they make the people around them better. He ain't saying, man, you wrong. He working on his wrong. They seeing him get better, so it makes them get better because he's supposed to be the leader. And so I watched my mama do that with our family, homie. My Aunt B got off crack. My grandmother was addicted to heroin for like 40, 50 years. Man, all of our lives started changing when my mama's life started changing because she was the leader. She was the backbone. Nigga, now, I'm so strong, nigga, I lead mama and them now. I lead grandmama and them now because I'm the strong man. But they didn't. I had to tell my mama one point in time, mama, just quit talking because at this point, I'm trying to hear I need a man's voice. You can only take me to the starting line of manhood, mama. At this point, you got to let me go and quit talking to me. Pray. Turn me over to God. But you can't instruct me on nothing no more, mama. I got to quit listening to you. Because I'm going to get frustrated and resentful if you keep talking to me while I'm trying to find manhood.
No, for real.
So, nigga, once mama understood that and just turned me over to a God, nigga, I lead the family now with the wisdom and the knowledge and the application of the wisdom and knowledge.
A few weeks ago, Tory Lanez, he was found guilty with the whole Megan Thee Stallion shooting.
Yeah.
I just seen, maybe a few days ago that he made a post about it that he said he regret not taking a stand. I guess to get a chance to plead his innocence or whatever in the case. Do you think that would ultimately hurt him?
Nah. If you shoot me, and I come to court and say, you shot me, how you gonna dispute the victim? And it's a police report of me being shot. You can even be the wrong nigga. If I point at you, nigga, what jury is gonna go against the victim? For the man that's being accused, and man, I didn't shoot her. I promise I didn't shoot her. Nobody's gonna go against the victim, homie.
Even with like, even I say just the court side of it, even with like the lack of evidence as far as like the DNA on the gun, who had the gun.
Well, here's the thing. All the people saying lack of evidence, that's not true. They had evidence. The evidence was just inconclusive or non-conclusive. But he had gunpowder on his hand. You can't get gunpowder on your hand just for holding a gun. Pow! Fire that motherfucker. There go your evidence. Not only that, you got the evidence of him shooting a gun. You also got a victim saying he shot me with that gun. With the hand. How you gonna go against that? That's 12 jurors. Now maybe 3 or 4 can say she's lying based on whatever bias or prejudice or whatever. But all 12 go say the victim lying? That's hard to do. Yeah, it's hard to do. But most people who are chiming in, they're chiming in, homie, they don't even know law. They don't even know what conclusive and inclusive mean. They just having opinions. The court have to present facts. Facts aren't always necessarily true. So we got facts, we got truth. The court don't want to know the truth. That's why your lawyer saying, man, I got this to say this is the truth. You got the prosecutor saying, now I got these facts. So they just want facts. Facts that can be supported with evidence. Nobody care about the truth. So what they presented in court, homie, gave a jury enough, homie, to convict him of his peers.
During this whole ordeal, it raised many concerns with black women. You know, a lot of them was voicing their opinions about, you know, because initially people just clowned her, oh, she lying, she this and that.
I was one of them saying it.
Yeah. So it brought like concerns of black women.
Just the social media bitches. Real black women wasn't into that shit.
Well, the thing I'm just gonna say, they were saying like stuff like black women not being respected or even feeling like they protected.
They ain't. They ain't got no man. Black woman ain't got no man, so who protecting her? They goddamn right they ain't protected. Go get a man, bitch. That's how you get protected. Your man protect you. Your brother protect you. I'm not just protecting no strange black woman. My woman gonna be mad at a motherfucker I'm out here helping another bitch. No. Get you a woman, black woman. That's how you get protection. But black women say they don't need no man, right? I don't need no man. Then you don't need protection. Go get your gun then if you ain't got protection. Most black women don't even have a gun. Don't know how to shoot a gun. They tell their sons not to. Yeah, no. So let your son grow up. He go kill somebody. You do got some protection. That little killer gangster motherfucker you got back there killed for body. But you can't find no man that's gonna protect your sister. For one, the black woman don't submit enough for a man that want to lay his life down for her. The black man don't have enough access to his black children from black women. If they want the protection, look at your home girl and your sister. Them say, listen, y'all, we got to lighten up on these niggas. Girl, just go take the kids over there. Stop letting them, take the barriers away from them and watch what these black boys do for you. Watch what these black men do for your sisters. Take the barriers away, no matter how sorry you are. You know he ain't gonna molest his son. You know he ain't gonna molest his daughter. He ain't gonna, come on now. You know their lives ain't in danger.
You think that's what the whole issue is?
If they want protection, that's how they get it. Because we still getting pussy without them getting protection, so what's the problem? They still making babies with us without us protecting them. So they need to be quiet or close their pussy. Stop giving us some pussy and see how much protection they get. But right now, they still giving us pussy. So without us providing protection. So shit, nigga, we ain't tripping. yeah, we ain't tripping. I bet we protecting them hoes we fucking. Yeah, we protecting them bitches we fucking, them ladies and women we fucking are. We protecting them, but we ain't just protecting nobody ain't getting no pussy. Maybe the hard for a nigga to see his son, all that other kind of shit. So, yeah, nah, man, they need to reevaluate their position with us before they go to complain about they ain't got no protection. Because the white man protect them. They know how to call the white man on us. They know how to go put the white man on a nigga when she want child support. So if you need protection from somebody, y'all know what to do.
A few months ago, Netflix released the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
Yeah.
And it was followed by, backlash, people saying they should have, more concern for the victims. Or like, even Boosie kind of spoke about,
Well, what was Boosie that meant when they were saying smoking Tuka? When Lil Durk and them and Chief Keef and them were killing each other, all them little kids, what was the concern for these victims over here? The rappers wake up and kill more people than Jeffrey Dahmer, homie. In their lyrics, in their real life actions. Lil Boosie had a 15-year-old kid, homie, that killed 9 black people. What about his victims? He don't never even mention them. So I'm saying black people, they don't have no room to complain about nothing in America no more. They forfeited it. That's why nobody take them serious. We have no room to complain about nothing no more in this country. All of our complaints should be looking at one another, saying, nigga, we poking holes in this boat. It ain't no white man, nigga. The white man got us on a boat by ourselves. His policies really don't fuck with us no more.
So we doing it all now. Huh?
Come on, homie, we creating LLCs, we doing everything, homie. We scamming, we doing everything. And we know everything now. So how can this shit still work? We know it's institutional racism. We know how to identify white supremacy. We know we know everything. Why we can't sidestep it? Are we that dumb? As a race of people, are we that dumb? We know everything under the sun except how to get some money and how to build together. We can tell you about when we was the first black people when God created 4,000 years ago. We can tell you about slavery that we never seen. We can tell you what's on Mars. We can tell you what color God is. But nigga, we don't know how to build together or get no money. But we know everything. How dumb are we?
It's just our priorities, I say that.
Well, priorities, I say values.
That for sure. For sure.
I say values because what's my priority has nothing to do with the race. What I like to do, the race can't blame me for what I like to do.
You're right.
If I like getting high, that's what I like to do. Y'all gonna shame me for that? If I like drinking, we gonna shame him for drinking? If he like punks, we gonna shame him for punks. We gonna shame each other for everything that we like doing that maybe the others don't like doing, and we'll allow that to keep us from working together. The white boy don't do it. The Jews don't do it. The Arabs don't do it. The Italians, don't nobody do that but us. Are we that fucked up? We gotta start looking. Are we that fucked up?
Looking in the mirror.
Yeah. But how often do we take the time to look in the mirror on platforms? We gonna say, oh man, he bashing black people. Oh man, he ain't never talking about the white man. What the white man do don't bother me. What black people do. See, I expect for white people to do us wrong. I expect it. When I go to court and I see a white judge, I'm already expecting to be fucked over. When I go to the hospital and I see a white doctor, I'm already expecting to be lied to. I see a white cop walking to, I'm already expecting it. So when it happens, I ain't surprised. I'll be surprised when we do it. I don't expect it. Never.
Before we move on from this topic, the Jeffrey Dahmer thing, do you think in today's world will he be able to seduce as many men as he did back then?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was targeting mostly black men.
Well, these today black men, they just as impoverished. He was enticing them with drugs and money. These niggas today sneaking in fucking punks for the money. So yeah, he would entice them. This generation today, they not physically strong. Did you see how he was working out? They said his strength was out of this world. These same people today will get tricked. They getting tricked now. So it ain't, homie, listen, this generation here would have been easier to trick because this is the wanna feel good generation. These are the little niggas popping pills at 11, 12, 13 years old, huh? Easy to trick them. Easy. They on Molly's, man, these niggas is, they on all kind of shit we can't even think of. Nigga, he would have had a way, he would have had his way with this group. Yeah. He would have had his way with this group. More I think about it, we been fucking a whole lot of these boys. And they like dick too. Yeah, and they like booty. Oh, he would have had his way with this group up.
Do you think that people pick and choose, like when it comes to the snitching thing?
Every day?
People pick and choose because you got, like, with the whole situation with Gunna. Recently they saying everybody's starting to unfollow him and things like that. Or even recently, like with T.I. admitting that he, told
this why I know everybody pick and choose, because nobody's saluting Eric Holder. Eric Holder was a real killer.
Time to Nipsey Hussle.
The nigga that killed Nipsey Hussle. I thought we idolized killers, niggas like that nigga. You called me a snitch. I kill you. I thought I was the hero for killing somebody for calling me a snitch. Nipsey Hussle was rapping gangster like he was tough. Like he about this. Well, obviously, Eric Holder was really about that. Because Nip come up dead, not Eric Holder. So, yeah, they pick and choose. Nigga, didn't nobody say, oh, man, they snitched on Eric Holder? See, when they kill somebody you like, they kill somebody you love, now you want the police to come in and do their job. Now you want the courts to give them life. I was hoping Eric Holder got manslaughter instead of murder. I was hoping Eric Holder get 2 to 5 years, 10 years top. So when Cowboy got on the stand and snitched on Eric Holder, nigga, everybody still love Cowboy. But he snitched on Eric Holder. The other nigga that got shot by Eric Holder, he refused to take the stand. That's a G nigga. So now everybody happy Eric Holder in jail. I thought that's the nigga we go with, the killer. Because when we start going with the victims? When we start taking the victim side? Nigga, we always been on the side of the nigga that's killing. Nipsey Hussle got what he supposed to got. He called a nigga a snitch, didn't he? Ain't that what the streets say? You call a nigga snitch, you ain't no snitch, you kill that nigga? Nipsey got what he supposed to be getting. He got what he was looking for then. Calling a nigga snitch and got his motherfucking top pop, right? I ain't picking and choosing. Shit, nigga, Eric Holder, my nigga, came out on top. So let me just say this. When he got jumped on in the trial, didn't no black people jump on him. It was Mexicans.
Oh, time out. Yeah.
They just put a little scratch on his ear. He's still alive, though. Shit, shout out to Eric Holder.
Are you familiar with Glorilla?
Yeah, I'm for real.
Yeah. Recently she went viral for saying that she likes for her guy to, ejaculate on her food.
Yeah.
What's the freakiest thing or craziest thing a woman ever asked you to do?
No, nothing. Cause my woman know I ain't freaky. Yeah, now my woman know I ain't freaky, nigga. My woman don't not even ask me to eat her pussy. I don't eat pussy. I'm like granddad and them. I just know how to get on top and shove that dick in you.
I seen that video.
Yeah, I just know how to shove dick. I don't know nothing about all that tongue kissing and putting hickeys. I don't suck titties, nigga. I don't do none of that shit, nigga. I shove dick. So how a nigga get freaky is experimenting. I ain't got no freaky mind. That's a nigga been exposed to some shit with the freakiness. A little girl hot and she wants somebody to come on her french fries. All I can think about is some kids in the projects who didn't have parental supervision, who were playing mama and daddy, getting booty, hunching one another, and got one of them perverted cousins that done went and shot cum on the french fries that they got in the oven, and the little girls and them ate it. Cause where she get a taste for cum and french fries at? What nigga putting his dick out over some fries, coming on it? He sick too.
No,
nigga, I ain't finna cum on no motherfucking fries. Bitch, you, man, no, man. So this is some, homie, listen. This is some unheard of shit. No, comment on french fries. Man, I heard that shit. I said, yeah, that's one of the most perverted ass uncles or cousins that done molested her. Or they was hunching at early age in life. And they just being kids, calming everywhere. And she done took a taste for some perverted shit. That's pervert, homie. I don't want to be freaky. No, nigga, I want to look down at her and watch her face. I want to be putting, I don't want to fuck no woman in her ass. I don't want to do none of that. I want to fuck some pussy. I don't want my dick sucked long. I like the way pussy feel. pussy. All that other shit is distractions. Yeah, nigga, you supposed to be banging them up. Real, you supposed to please pussy. It wasn't no instruction to please a mouth. It wasn't no instruction to please a ass. It wasn't no instruction to come on food. Nigga, you beat that motherfucking pussy up. Nigga, fuck you talking about. And that's how you rule and control. That's why these niggas can't get no bitch to do nothing. They got too freaky. So he can't rule her being freaky. He can't rule being freaky.
What if a woman asks eat your ass?
We breaking up forever. No, we breaking up forever. Yeah, man, this is what I want to know. Who whispered or who told a nigga, hey, you know if somebody put a tongue in your ass, it's gonna feel good? Who told a nigga that? Well, they said, okay, let me try it. I don't want to be stimulated out my ass, homie. I don't want nothing feeling good back there. All my shit's hurt. Every bowel movement I take is uncomfortable. I ain't never heard niggas say, ooh, boy, that felt good, take shit. I ain't never had a shit made me feel good. Nigga, I was uncomfortable afterward. Don't feel right. No, man, I don't want no shit like that done to me, man. No. And then, how you go look at your woman? Man, this bitch eat ass. She's a man, this bitch eat ass. Man, don't you know what's in your ass? You got fecal matter. Man, just like sucking pussy, you got cum, you go swallow piss, or whatever bacteria she got in her pussy, and every now and then you go swallow some hair. Imagine what's coming out your ass. Motherfucker got their mouth back there. Man, you got fecal matter or E. coli bacteria, all kind of shit coming out your ass. Man, that's the white boy shit. See, the white man is the beast, not the black boy. That come from watching porn, homie. The black man didn't eat pussy in the 40s and the 50s. That was some new 80s and 90s shit come about. Eating pussy didn't come about to the 80s and the 90s, my nigga. How we get to ass already? No. Man, that's why can't nobody shame me, because I ain't done no shameful thing.
Yeah. Well, Kevin Gates made that popularize in today's generation.
I mean, you can't talk about my boy Kevin Gates, but yeah, you right.
I ain't saying that, but I'm saying he did. But what you think about Young Miami? That had P. Diddy trending. Or she said she like go in the shower, like basically for motherfucker to piss on her.
She a sick ass bitch. Who wants some piss on her? Who wants some grown man piss on her? Well, that grown nigga been drinking Hennessy, Capri Sun juices and all kinds. Man, that piss go stink. And where you go to be peed on it? What part of the house this bitch getting in? What type of nigga pull that dick out dick hard and the motherfucker go to peeing? Man, I wanna come. Bitch, knock this snot out this motherfucker. I don't wanna pee. Man, knock some more snot out of it. Man, no, man, I don't wanna. Man, I'm sick of these motherfuckers with money. See, that's why you ain't supposed to get a bunch of money. That's what done happen when you get. She done got with a billionaire rich nigga and he like peeing on bitches and she like it.
She said it do something to her.
Man, that's a mental problem. That's a perversion, young people. That's like a demonic perversion. Can you to be degraded? Next you gonna want a bitch nigga to shit on you. Baby, shit in my hand. Man, what kind of nigga do that? And where in the house they go to do it?
That's the question.
Man, come on, baby, let's go to the bathtub. Come back for the man, baby. Oh, when you walking shit in the bathtub, baby, you go pee on me today? What the fuck? Man, I hate that woman. I used to like her too, boy. I want to fuck her one point. I want to fuck her one time before. I don't want to fuck her no more. She scared the shit out of me with that. Nigga with a big dick peeing on some people. Yeah, man, you don't see that. Nah, man, that white boy shit. Yeah, that white boy shit, my nigga.
You know, recently, Krishan Rock, she just announced that she was pregnant. And she said it's Blueface, but he went on, online to deny those claims that he's the potential father of this child. Do you think that there's something that will, if it is his child, that will help improve their relationship?
That baby ain't gonna make it to 9 months. Yeah, she gonna lose that baby. Yeah, let's just be honest. That bitch baby ain't gonna make it to the last trimester. That hoe just hit a bitch in the mouth 2 days ago.
I seen her. They was fighting.
Yeah. If she had that baby gonna be retarded. That baby gonna have droopy ears, them drunk baby ears, and it's gonna be autistic. She really need to abort it. Then that baby gonna be autistic. Yeah, the shit that they going through already at the start of her pregnancy, man, that baby gonna be autistic and dumb with them low hanging ears, them drunk baby ears, cause that bitch gonna be drinking and doing drugs to her pregnancy. Yeah.
They say I seen people say like the this generation is Bobby and Whitney. Do you think
you
so?
lying to me? No, hell no. We ain't never seen Bobby and Whitney do nothing. We just heard about it. No.
It wasn't on social media, the cameras and stuff either back then either.
Yeah, no, but it was Time Magazine, Inquiring Minds Want to Know. Now they was all on front of that shit. Now see, Bobby and Whitney had talent and money. These motherfuckers ain't got no talent and no money. They got viral situations and viral moments. But if you take the viral situations and viral moments away, her music ain't doing good, his music ain't doing good. So they need these antics. Just like the rapper. The rapper need the beef and the antics because he really can't rap. He ain't got no lyrical content.
It's the antics of people want to see.
NBA YoungBoy got lyrical content. It ain't all just killing beef. He got lyrical content. We can talk about his mama. He can talk. Mama, these niggas they ain't got no lyrical content. So they have to have beef and street antics to compensate for the lack of talent. They can make 3 good songs, but they can't perform. They don't have stage presence. They talk most of the time during their shows. Nigga, I watched Kevin Gates. I seen Kevin Gates perform. That nigga put on a hell of a motherfucking show. I done seen Future perform. Boy, that nigga Future put on a motherfucking show. I done seen Moneybagg Yo perform. Boy, that nigga put on shows. Make it worth. But man, these new motherfuckers can't perform. Let alone have the talent to do an hour performance. Without saying, fuck that nigga, woo, talking on the microphone. They homeboys in the way, singing a song like they the rapper. So, they ain't the new Bobby and Whitney. They not the new Ike and Tina. They are who they are. Something we've never seen without talent before. Nah, homie, y'all, we can't. This new group haven't filled the shoes of none of the people before them. Except, let me just say this. Somebody got to fill in Dick Gregory's shoes. So it's going to be somebody come along and say, man, kind of remind us of Dick Gregory. Somebody got to fill Pac's shoes. Somebody from New York, from the East, go fill Biggie's shoes. It's some people in your family. Somebody in the family go fill their shoes. The neighborhoods you live in. The niggas you see standing in front of the store. The niggas at the car wash. The niggas at the park. Somebody from the neighborhood go fill their shoes. So when you looking at what we have today, nigga, ain't nobody feeling Bobby and Whitney shoes. Yeah, they might be getting high, but all entertainers get high. All of them have these problems. But far as the impact and level of success and the money made and the hits and the movies, nah. Only 2 years from now, these viral videos won't mean nothing. I knew that. That's why I started working more toward to do things off the internet. You can only be an internet sensation for so long before you got to have some talent, before you got to have something outside of an internet moment, a viral video. So that's why I went into comedy.
It's paying off for you.
Yeah.
Well, the other day, FBI released documents, about the murder of FBG Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
they said the King Von paid.
Yeah, he supposedly paid $100,000.
We saw it on the video. They rapped about it. They talked about it. As well as they gave the FBI the videos to go make those arrests. And listen, just think about this. Had they not gave those videos, would nobody know nothing, homie.
And then, like, right after his passing, King Von made like a post saying that they supposedly, squashed their beef or so.
Yeah.
And then I think DJ Academics did like video interview with him, and he asked him like how did he feel about his past? Like, oh, you know, he was on the camera talking, like, yeah, that was messed up, you know, that hurt me or something like that. But then, you know, these documents coming out revealing his participation.
Yeah, I know some niggas that killed some niggas and went to the funerals and hugged their mamas.
Would you label that as like serial killer?
He is a serial killer. That's why I got so much disdain for him. Anytime you kill 3 or more people, you're a serial killer by FBI profile data. And they done it proudly. And so that's my beef with the industry. They know he a killer. They love him, they embrace him, they take pictures in front of him. What are they teaching our kids? I said that there will never be another black messiah. It's going to be a powerful demon. They're going to kill the messiahs, homie. And build the demons. That's why King Von is so admired and so revered and admired in the industry. They don't want a messiah. They need demons. Drill music is a demonic force. And all the kids are professing and confessing to be on demon time. Never in history have we ever heard black people say, I'm a demon, and don't believe in God. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with this? They'll say, oh man, Jesus ain't real, but nigga, they say demon. No, they don't even, they'll say, oh, angels ain't real.
But they accept the demons, so.
Come on, fam. They won't accept Pop Smoke, but they'll accept King Von. They won't accept Boston Richie for snitching, but they'll accept a serial killer. They'll accept a rapist, R. Kelly. So we keep looking for a black messiah while celebrating our leading demons.
That's deep, man. That's deep. Why you think it's like that, though?
The Bible said it was going to be like this. The Bible said that in the end times that Satan was going to be on earth in human form. That there was going to come times where evil was going to rule, and it looked like evil is just going to exist. So it says that. It says that it's going to come a time when there's going to be a generation of people who look at right and say that's wrong, and look at wrong and say that's right. But evil don't win. Evil has never won throughout history, homie. Right have always trumped wrong. Always. Black people have allowed wrong to trump right. We don't, our values, the integrity, the dignity, we align away from that. We unalign from dignified people. We break away from people who have integrity, only to embrace and uphold and admire and idolize people from the streets who don't have integrity. Come on, homie. Niggas who give more honor to dying and like King Von died, knowing you got a son behind.
People in their type of lifestyle, they respect the game more than anything. They value the game over, like you said, their children, their family.
Yeah. Because they family know who they are, and they can't fool their family.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
I didn't say this. I had my little, background in that.
I did.
I was just what you saying. I've heard my auntie. She always say, like, oh, that ain't you. That wasn't you. I'm glad that was never you.
Yeah,
that's real.
Yeah, homie, they know. Yeah, homie, they know you.
But at the age of 14, you was sentenced what? 4 years? Yeah, to boys home. Originally, anyway.
I received 12 years.
12, but
under the Texas Juvenile Determined Sentencing Law, and so what it was, they send you to the youth facility, to the Texas Youth Commission, It was a facility that housed all of Texas violent youthful offenders during that time: capital murder, attempted capital murder, arson, kidnapping, sexual assault, and rape. So it wasn't no other kind of kids there. I got 12 years. I ended up doing like right at 7 years, and I got out at 21. I went back to court on my 18th birthday.
That's why I said it before.
Yeah. And so the state recommendation was for me to be transferred to the adult prison system. My lawyer, there were 4 individuals who worked on my dorm. Nigga, they came back to court to say one thing: young, this kid got potential to be somebody. Well, how do you know? Based on this negative leadership. Nigga, I was a gang leader in the boys' home. Nigga, I was the littlest nigga there, but you wouldn't bother me. Imagine my internet persona as a gang persona as a kid.
I seen interviews like people speaking about it.
Nah, homie, I was faking. I was faking, so I was putting on more than the other kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
I come from a good home, so I had to put on more. So I was going far and beyond that the average nigga really wanted to go. Nigga, I stayed in lockup. Nigga, I was a mother. So I earned the name C-Nut. So you heard Dewberry call me Nut sometimes. So that was my Crip name, C-Nut. Nigga, I didn't get that name for nothing. And so once all the older niggas started leaving, nigga, I was left to call shots in. So I got there in 91. By the time 93, nigga, I'm a shot caller. Little old bitty nigga. And I was a little bad motherfucker. Nigga, I ain't leave till 98. Nigga, I ruled from 93 to 98. You wouldn't dare touch me, homie. And I wasn't the baddest, but this is where I learned to get the advantage. Them niggas didn't read books. So I stayed in lockup a lot. I stayed on what they call the LOP, loss of privileges. So I had to stay on the back. So I stayed in trouble a lot. So I read books. And so that allowed my mind to be different than theirs. So I had leadership abilities, homie, because I would read. So when they started dropping gang books, the knowledge of gangs hadn't spread across the country yet. So nigga, I was already indulging kind of like a criminologist into the developments of gangs and shit, homie, as a kid. Them niggas was reading 48 Laws of Power. I ain't never read that book. I ain't never read no prison books. I was always reading other books. Nigga, I read Danielle Steele love novels. My mind was something totally different. Once I started growing up toward 18, 19, brain maturity, you started to mature a little bit. That's when I started kind of seeing the gang shit differently. By the time I'm 21, nigga, I don't give a fuck about a group of niggas.
That's why you was still.
Yeah, I came home in 21.
Yeah,
I came home in 1998 at the age of 21. A year after getting out, it wasn't even 9 months. So statistic-wise, most juveniles who are released out of a state lockup facility, most are rearrested. Like 80%, 85% are rearrested within 1 year. 9 months after getting out, man, I was going to enroll at the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And I got stopped with 10 pounds of weed and 2 firearms. I went to trial. I had a mistrial. They dropped the gun charges. And then I plea bargained to 6 months in the prison boot camp. My cousin got like 28 days in jail. So I went to the boot camp, did 6 months, came home, did 3 years deferred adjudicated probation, and hadn't been in no trouble since. Hadn't been in no trouble since. When I came home, all of my childhood issues had been resolved. We had some of the best psychiatrists, therapists, man. We was in intensive group sessions, and we had to go through a capital offender program for all kids who committed murder. And in this program, it was psychotherapy and psychodrama. Psychodrama therapy was a new form of therapy that was being introduced to violent offenders, especially children. Homie, they were brainwashing us to be law-abiding citizens. So what the intelligence and what people see me today is what I got from the juvenile system. Learning about empathy. We did life stories, so we had to reenact our crimes. A nigga doing his offense cycle, he may spend a week or two, homie, reenacting his crime. We had the world's best psychiatrists and psychologists. Sports Illustrated came and spent a month. So, homie, we had people from all over the world that was coming here. And we didn't know, homie. It seemed like they were running an experiment, but, homie, they created some master mindful young children. So they done away with that program. It don't exist no more. So I'm more advanced, homie. Even though I spent 7 years of my life incarcerated as a kid, because I was in such a program that was centered and geared at rehabilitation, resocialization, and repairing the home of a child. So it was like growing up in a perfect household. The staff wasn't called juvenile correction officers. They was called house parents. So they like our parents. Homie, we had off-campus passes. We can go home on the weekends. We had a football team that played against other schools in the district. So I grew up in like a perfect world. We just gangbang out just to be rebellious. Not, you see what I'm saying? But nigga, it wasn't to the point of niggas really got hurt. Nigga, we just fought. That's all it was.
I seen a video you said that originally that you I guess your crime was targeted at, other races.
Yeah, white people. I was a racist little boy. Yeah, my uncles and granddad and them, we were raised we were raised to be racist. Yeah, if you go commit a crime, nigga, you go across the railroad tracks. You go to white people neighborhoods and breaking house. You rob white people's stores. I was taught that, homie. I was taught that. It wasn't until gangbanging showed up.
Was it the gang banging that made you switch your conscious?
I never switched. I just switched my actions.
What was your action like targeting the black on black?
Well, we really didn't target each other. We were just gang banging. See, our gang banging was controlled, homie. We was kids in the boys' home.
And then you spent most of that was.
Yeah, I never gang bang in the free world. Nigga, I ain't never threw up a gang sign in the free world, homie. Nigga, I was boy shit in the boys' home. I left it where it belonged, in the boys' home. We would just fight. Nigga, learn how to fight. We wasn't stabbing. We wasn't hitting each other over the head with locks. Nigga, we were just fighting, jumping on each other. And it was fun. Yeah. But what happened was I started maturing. 19, so I'm in there at 14, 15. I'm in the gang at 15. I'm calling shots by 16. Nigga, by the time I'm 19, I done became friends with some of the niggas was my enemies. Because we done grew up together. Now they done put us on the same dorm together. Now we eating together. We in the same groups together. We going to school together. You can only be an enemy for so long in those close quarters, homie. Mm-hmm. So what the people taught me, homie, if you put a bunch of enemies on the same dorm, they end up getting along, becoming friends. That's what made me quit that shit. How I'm going to hate these niggas over here and I don't even know them. But it took brain maturity, homie. But I had never been close to the niggas I called my enemies either. Every nigga I didn't like was at another school, lived in another city. So now here it is, they done put me on a dorm with all my enemies. Nigga, we had a ride one time. After that, we learned how to work together. Because most niggas don't want to keep sleeping. Most niggas want a good night to sleep.
You don't want to keep...
Come on, homie. So I'm telling you, I'm different than other children. My maturity level supersedes most people my age. So I'm able to see, man, this is bullshit. So this is what made me say fuck it all together. When I got home, I couldn't find a Hoover Street. I couldn't find a Rolling 60 Street. I couldn't find none of this shit that we had been identifying with. And I said, man, fuck that shit. Nigga, I was playing anyway. I come from a good home. Homie, I ain't never stomped a black man on the ground. I kicked one nigga in the face, a nigga named Randy World. I ain't never done that, homie. Gang banging. He was a Hoover. We was 60s. I kicked nigga, you know how bad I felt? That nigga was in handcuffs. I broke loose from the handcuffs and ran over there and kicked that nigga in the mouth. Say, homie, they put me in a motherfucking 9-month lockup program for that. I spent 9 months on 23-hour lockup home for that. 9 months, 23, at the age of, it's summer 1993, homie. About to go crazy. So, I ain't never done harm to black folks. Nigga, I ain't never hit it, I ain't never done that. Now, we done white people like that, stomped them and kicked. Homie, no. That was new to me. And it didn't feel good. So how I'm gonna keep doing that? How I'm gonna keep this shit, man, nah, fighting, yeah, that's what boys do, but hurting them just, and dry just go do it, nah, homie. I don't want to cause, ain't no black person done nothing to me that bad where I want to inflict that kind of harm on them. I fight because you trying to hurt me. So I just want to hurt you because you trying to hurt me. I don't want to harm you, nigga. That's the difference. So that's why it was easy to let that shit go. I've never lost a friend to gang violence. I've never buried none of my friends to gun violence. I ain't had a family member that been killed by gun violence. Man, we've been blessed. So why would I pick up this curse? Why would I pick up this curse, homie? And we've been blessed.
So
Yeah, no. So I got it early, homie. Yes. Niggas just now getting it now. I got this in 98.
Some people still in it.
Come on, homie, I got this, and this spirit hit me in 98. Because all my niggas had gone to prison. Nigga, we gang bang in the boys' home that automatically got them niggas transferred directly into prison from the boys' home. And they did long years, 28, 18, 19, 25, from gang banging in the boys' home. Well, nigga, we all could have went home. We all could have went home, homie. So, I get out in 98. These niggas doing 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 years from when we was in the boys' home at 14 and 15. I'm in the free world saying, man, I wonder what happened to so-and-so. Man, I wonder if that nigga out. Then I started getting phone calls saying, say, what's up, nut cuz? Nigga, you just getting out? God damn! Nigga, that shit didn't feel good. I done had kids. I've been out here the whole time since 19. Now these niggas just now coming home from gang banging in the boys' home in the early 90s. That's why I hate this shit. Why I hate this. And then niggas' mamas died, grandmamas died, sisters got molested, little brothers got life sentence. Nigga, had they been out here, it would have been different.
I ask you one last question. You know, you said when you got your charges, whatever, the murder charge, and you said your mom, she didn't really accept that. Like, you know, she wanted you to basically be punished for what you did.
No, I didn't say that. What people fail to realize is my mother never wanted me to be punished. My mother wanted me to accept responsibility for the action that I played. When I went back to court at 18 years old, the judge they had three options. I go home on parole until I'm 21. Recommit me back into the custody of the Texas Youth Commission, or transfer me into the adult prison system. A kid cannot go into the adult prison system without a transfer hearing. So this is a transfer hearing where they decided recommitment, transfer, or parole on this 12-year sentence, which would not supersede my 21st birthday if I make parole. Nigga, I hadn't done anything good. I've been gangbanging the whole 4 years. Bullshitting. My mother know if they let this nigga go at 18, he go catch a life sentence or he really go kill somebody. This nigga been doing this so the judge said, Miss White, are you asking for your son to be released today? And my mother was smart enough to say no. I need him to go back and work the program. That was the best thing that my mother could ever done, homie. All of that gangster shit, wanting to kill, crip shit, it was in my heart at 18 because I had been trying to condition my mind to be a gangster. When I went back at 18, I got into the capital offender program. I started working this motherfucking program. And nigga, shit started changing. Internally. On top of the fact that what those staff members did by putting their job on the line to come tell this judge, I know what he looked like on paper, Your Honor. We've been working with this little boy for 4 years. He really ain't that bad. How am I pretending? I ain't no killer. I'm pretending to be what they said I was on paper. Just like our kids. They pretending. They ain't really this goddamn ruthless and hard. They pretending. I was the little boy pretending and had everybody convinced he need to go to prison. I was pretending. Had they sent me to prison, I would have learned to be a monster. I hadn't learned yet. I was just a hurt kid who hadn't had the issues resolved. Once I was recommitted back into the custody of the Texas Youth Commission, I had to work the program now to try to get out. But I was fronting at first, just like I was fronting trying to be a gangster. I was fronting like I was working the program, and the program ended up working on me. So that's how I can come out and talk victim empathy. That's how I can come out talking to young brothers, say, fam, you need to think past your emotions and get in your thoughts. Think, nigga, think, not feel. Think past what you feel, nigga. So that's how I can talk this language. That's how I can go into the schools, homie, because I got what most niggas need to be healed, repaired, restored. I got that before I came home at 21. That's why I ain't been to prison. That's why I ain't came out and hurt nobody. I ain't jumped on my woman. I came out trying to find a identity because the identity I had was tied to gangsterism. I don't want to be a gangster. I don't want to hurt people. So then when I had kids, I found my identity. I'm a father. I'm a father. That superseded everything in life, homie. I'm a father. I don't give a damn about being a man, nigga. I'm a daddy. I'll figure the rest of this shit out right now, but I'm going to be a daddy. This is the point of life I began to learn from, homie. Fatherhood. Because at this point, it's my greatest responsibility. I don't know nothing about being a good father or a bad father, homie. I just want to be here. I just want to be here, man. And that was my desire.
Yeah, same here, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
And how do I be here? I ain't going to prison. I ain't with that gang shit. I ain't with no group shit. Nigga, I'm here for these babies. I don't want to leave this boy. I want to be able to touch my nose in the morning, pull my eyelids. Oh, man, that's what I wanted, and that's what I gave myself. And in the process, I said, me and him will figure it out. He'll teach me how to be a good father, or he'll show me that I'm a bad father. But it's going to be me and him. That became my game. Mm-hmm. That became my gang, nigga.
Yeah, shit, I definitely can relate to that.
I'll be a hoe ass nigga for this little boy. I'll be a snitch for him. I'll be whatever I got to be to stay in this little boy life. I'm willing to be it, nigga. Let me get in trouble and it look like I ain't gonna be in that boy life. I tell everything I know to get back in that boy life. Don't give a fuck who don't like it. I wear a snitch jacket proudly, nigga, to be a great daddy to my boy.
Let me ask you this question though. You were speaking so vocal about like the whole Tuka situation.
Yeah.
Just because people ran off with it and made a mockery out of his name. And you flipped that with King Von, attacking his persona, should I say that, the rapper persona.
Yeah.
At any point, do you think like how would his mother feel about that?
I don't give a fuck about the killer's mama. Tuka mama is a victim. There's no documentation that Tuka ever killed anybody. You never hear Tuka enemies say Tuka was a killer. He was a stepper. Tuka was a 15-year-old kid that got killed after a wrestling match he won. He got suspended from school because he got into it with a teacher. Tuka was on the bus stop getting ready to come home with two girls before he got killed. He had just called his mother, Mama, I won my wrestling match, I'm on my way home. I know how to pay attention to details because God is in the details, right? What kid gets suspended from school, nigga, out early and call home and say, Mom, most niggas go out and bullshit. If I get suspended, my mama will have to find out later tonight. But I'm not finna call and go home. Mama at home frying chicken. Okay, son, I'll see you in a little bit. What kid wrestles? What black kid, different kind of kids get into wrestling. So you got this kid over here. Then you look at King Von. How can you compare the two? You got one mother pleading, said, I only moved into this neighborhood to give my son a better life. Even when he moved over here, the kid that y'all think he a part of, he had to fight them at first. He wasn't just accepted. Tuka knew how to fight and could fight. He was charismatic with the girls. The girls liked him. And he knew in his neighborhood over here. So he made friends with these guys. They told Tuka's mother that Tuka was a casualty of war. As if she was just supposed to accept that. She pleaded with the industry for years. His older brother was in boot camp. His older brother got out of boot camp. They said, say, man, we know who killed your brother. He went and crashed out. And it wasn't even the people. His sister had to go to a mental hospital because the world was smoking on Tuka now. That woman ain't had peace yet. Her baby ain't killed nobody. Now let's look at King Von mama. She been silent.
I ain't ever seen her.
She been silent. My mother said, son, silence is a form of agreement. And then looked at the judge. Silence is a form of agreement. Y'all killed an innocent white man, an innocent man. You in agreement with this? No, ma'am. What happened? What happened, son? Who did you shoot? What happened? No, mama, I didn't shoot nobody. So King Von mama been silent. She ain't came out one time and said, man, if nothing else, let me say this. The little kid Sammy, little R&B kid singer Sammy, his mother was just charged for shooting another woman in the stomach for second-degree murder. I was strolling on the internet and it says Sammy Speaks. One of the first things I looked for to see if he was going to address and acknowledge the victim's family. That's the first thing that young kid did, even though his mama killed somebody. He said, I don't know what happened, so I ain't even going to speak on it. But you know what he did? He addressed the victims. Empathy and compassion for what my family member done to your family member. We don't become enemies because my family member made a choice to, no, we're not going to divide us like that. My mama said, son, my brother been in prison for 31 years, nigga, on a capital murder case. Killing a nigga. Killed the nigga point blank range. Been in prison 31 years. My mama been to see that nigga every month for 31 years. She never complained when he called and said, mama, they doing this to me. Son, I still get to come see you. I'll see you in a week. That other mama can't go see her baby. My mama always made us remember. Even though I didn't pull the trigger, nigga, yeah, you had something to do with that man's life being taken, son. You just as responsible. You just as responsible. So silence is a form of agreement. So I don't care what king, I don't care how just, man, I don't give a fuck. I met Tuka mama. So, boy, when you meet Tuka mama, it's like meeting Coretta Scott King when you see her spirit. All she ever asked for them people, homie, just to let her son rest in peace. And they offered her 2 concert tickets. She would call the radio stations and everything. So when I finally got to connect with her, homie, and heard the story of Tuka and what really went on, what happened, homie, how can you take sides with them niggas? How can you take sides with them niggas? FBG Duck was just a kid who was, him and Tuka was good friends. So this is his response to his best friend being killed when he should have been in counseling. Should have been in therapy because he dealing with the post-traumatic stress disorder. He just lost his brother. He just lost his... So this kid should have been in therapy. So he used rap as an outlet, like a punching bag, and violence to hurt people. This ain't frustration. This hurt. This causing other hurt to get other people hurt. Frustration is something you release. It don't carry on. Hurt carry on. These niggas ain't frustrated. They hurt. And they writing hurtful shit to get people hurt. So, I'm saying to myself, I wish I would have knew about this 10 years ago. Because this is awareness that we should have been saying, hey man, don't y'all know kids is killing kids in Chicago at 10 years old? I didn't know that shit was going on. I just found out about drill music and Tuka and them 3 years ago. That's where all this is. Why he talking about King? Nigga, I just found out about this shit. I didn't know Lil Durk. I didn't know none of these niggas. Boy, when I found out, I said, nigga, they gonna destroy us. This is the children of the corn. How black people ignored this as long as this shit been going on? These was kids. Nigga, we walk up and snatch guns out them niggas' hand when they was doing this. It's too late now, though. You try to snatch it now, they will shoot you. So now you just got to try to feed him and talk the gun out his hand. Put some money. Nigga, let me get by that gun from you. How much you want that motherfucker? $150. Let me give you $250. Give it to him right now, nigga. And then show him how to get a job. But you try to take it now, boy, your ass in trouble. Because nobody's been connecting with them for a whole generation. So you cannot correct something that you don't have an established relationship with. Whether that's your woman, your dog, you can't even correct your dog if you ain't got a relationship with it. So how we go correct these kids and we don't even have established relationships with our own children, let alone the kids we don't know?
Well, with that being said, would you leave the children some last words of encouragement or something like that?
Well, I look young people in the eye, homie. If I got to sit down with them, kneel down with them, I tell them whatever has happened to you in life is not your fault. And then I let that sink for a minute. And I watch their response. Let's try to see how they're receiving that one little message. And I get quiet. Then I walk to the other side of the room. I say, whatever happened to you in life, good or bad, is not your fault. Because you didn't ask to come here. You didn't ask to be born. But when you learn right from wrong, you're responsible for the things you do right or wrong. You got to learn to forgive your mother and your father for whatever you believe they did wrong. Whatever you believe they should have did and didn't do, they did. Whatever, you got to forgive them because it ain't for you. It ain't for them. It's for you to go be free so you can get healed. Because if you don't, you go do your kids how you done them because the apple don't fall too far from the tree. I love y'all, man, not because I know you, because I understand what you're going through. And nigga, I gone. And I'm saying that to all the kids that's go see this. I don't love you because I know you, nigga. I love you because I understand that you don't know. You can't articulate. You don't even know your brain ain't developed. And it take a village to raise you. That's why when your mom and daddy gone, your neighbors got to pitch in. When it's a single woman, a man on the block got to pitch in. Mothers and fathers train up the child in which way they should go, but it takes a village to raise one. So, that's it.
Appreciate your time, man.
Already, my nigga. So, good interview.
Thank you.
Already.
Wow, good job, guys.